Oh my god, it's done! 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 It's all finally done! It's all finally done! It's finally done! How long have it last? Now to explain myself and what the hell has happened in the past 2+ years among other things. Hey pups, Harpy here, and oh my god, I finally got over 2 years or so of work done at long effing last! Before we get into all that, I do want to talk about an update on the new background and working on 2 new avatars for my channel. The channel mascot and a new Hellsona. Yeah, ever since I've entered the Helluva Has-Been fandom. Also, thank you BusyPop for creating one of the greatest things on the internet. You are the saving grace of my somehow intact sanity and art inspirations right now. I've actually decided to create my own self-impsona. I think that's what it's called. I made her a Hellhound Imp hybrid, and Impound if you will. Kind of like how Striker's a snake demon / imp hybrid, possibly? And I'm going to be using that avatar for videos related to Has-Been and or Helluva content. Speaking of which, I am going to be trying out some new layouts for my videos, and the speed paints you see before you are just randomized fan arts involving some of my favorite fandoms and OCs of artists that I like, such as Piyat's, formerly known as Not the Beast's OC Brash, and Ladyanconda's OCs Jake and Jane, and several others as well, including some of my own artwork and new OCs to show off. Links to the artists will be in the description below. I recommend y'all check them out. And tell them I sent ya, they're amazing! Also, let it be known that I did script this video before finishing off the other videos from late 2019 to 2021, kind of skipping over September through December of 2021, because that would give me a possible worse burnout that I already don't need, and skipped a majority of 2022 because, yeah, I think that should be obvious here. That aside, let's get started. Now, long story short, I was gonna have all the videos finished by the time I moved out of a trailer park I was living at, but life doesn't give a shit what we do, so I decided that after the move, I would record, edit, and script some videos after the move. Things started okay around, I want to say, August to March of 2022 and 2023, but then after a massive burnout and my health and immunity crapping out on me, I would take breaks in between to spark my motivation and inspiration back. Unfortunately, around the end of July of 2023, my computer's hard drive decided to be a dick and have practically everything I recorded gone. Yeah, I was kind of pissed. So I took it to the shop I got it from, got the hard drive fixed, got it back within a few days, and went back to work. Thankfully, all my scripts were intact in my Google Drive, and at the time of rewriting the script, I had planned on all videos from 2020 and 2021 to be finished, and the 2019 videos long before all this happened. I had planned on getting all of them finished by September of 2023 or October, but seeing as I'm lazy and constantly tired, they probably wouldn't be done until maybe November or December of 2023, or January to maybe July or August of 2024, I want to say. Also, thanks to my hard drive taking a massive shit, I didn't back up my save files from my Pokemon Let's Plays of Explorers of Sky or Platinum. Oh, and let's not forget the now lost and deleted save files of Deltarune 2. So yeah, the gameplay save file returns were a pain in the ass to do. Especially the ones for Platinum. Because I had a female Chimchar on there and planned to have a majority of female Pokemon on my team. And I was gonna rename her Juliet! Having to start over was a massive pain in the ass. But hopefully this won't happen again, and if it does, I'm gonna be pissed. First of all, I want to apologize for the massive video dumpage over the past few days, weeks, half a month or so, but I'm honestly glad that I finally got all my videos done, and hey, at least I had them all set on a scheduled premiere. But my original plan was to have them all recorded, edited, and posted around May and June so I could focus on other things. But during that time, I was constantly catching a cold. I needed a few days and weeks to rest and recover. Then afterwards, things would happen to my health that made me feel like a turd, and I was just getting cramps and nausea and not really feeling too good. And I just decided to not do anything for a couple of days because I just wanted to heal and recover from my cramps and my not feeling too good. Backtracking around April or May of 2019 to now, I'll summarize as quickly as I can because I do not want to make this video any longer than it's probably already going to be. My father passed away, my undiagnosed anxiety skyrocketed from that, had a job, got laid off, grandmother died the day before I got laid off, job hunted, focused on YouTube and art for a while during that time, finally got hired as a deli worker at a grocery store, loved that job for a few months, then got moved to the hot bar and started hating it a lot, had a massive move to a new home, had a job for 3 months, lost a job, got another job for 2 or 3 months after losing the third job, and a family member of mine and I had a huge fight that I would rather forget and bury for good and will not talk about on this channel because personal shit, and I try my damnedest not to overshare any personal matters and info if I can help it. Family and friends, my relative and I, all walking on eggshells after 3 months of living with said family friends, moved into a new house, got another job, focused on that for a while, then I had a plan and had several setbacks due to me getting sick and just being demotivated and uninspired, and yeah. Then I got myself a new plan. For anyone curious how I did all this, my plan was as follows. Monday through Fridays were days I would focus on parts and videos that required a vocal recording, such as scripted videos and Let's Plays, for example. Saturdays and Sundays were when I would do my quick errands, like picking up a jug of milk. I would mostly focus on videos that didn't need my voice to be recorded, such as writing scripts, editing videos, and recording speed paints. And I had another idea in my brain. I would occasionally post videos like comic dubs and speed paints to keep everyone entertained and occupied for a while, so I could focus on bigger projects, and hopefully it worked for a little bit. And I had to drink a butt ton of cold water, because my throat enjoys the comforting and cooling of ice water after talking a lot and reading scripts. I also took a hiatus on some social media, but will pop in and out from time to time if and when I could find the chance. Then take a break to work on bigger projects. I also listen to music on Spotify on a low volume and just have some type of background noise to help me focus while editing videos. Since I also have Mondays off, I would record for scripts and Let's Plays a lot. Tuesday through Saturday, I would go to work, come home, and record videos that needed my voice. Undertale taught me determination, and I pulled myself out and up to finish all of my projects, and I'm so glad I did. Though, keep in mind that those videos were planned, some were scripted, recorded, and made a year or two ago, so most of my opinions have changed since then. But I still welcome videos that want to critique my videos and point out what I can improve on in the future. That aside, this leads me into the next thing. The next plan for my channel. Honestly, I think I'm going to take a nice, long, well-deserved break for a good, long while. Because making 2 or 3 years worth of videos gives you one hell of a burnout. And I'm going to do some major self-care during this time. Don't worry, I still took care of myself during this time as well. But here are some updates for this channel and what's to come from it, along with other different video series on this channel. But I imagine the questions everyone's going to ask involving this channel and the videos I have planned ahead. Are you going to do commentary / rants again? Honestly, no, but also yes? If I do happen to make a rare commentary, it'll mostly be for either critiquing the person I'm commentating on to improve, or to hold them accountable for whatever it may be, such as cyberbullying, racism, homophobia, hypocrisy, etc. And I focus more on topic-based rants, rather than rants on others like I have in the past. But since the CC and the ACC kind of fell apart because of a lot of people talking shit behind each other's backs, backstabbing one another, and overall became a toxic cesspool of people being assholes, I think I'm gonna steer far away from the commentaries for a while. Cause trust me, the ACC and the CC are filled with nothing but sharks out to get you. Just until I get back into the groove of it, and feel motivated and inspired enough to actually make a commentary. The closest things, even remotely, that comes close to commentary is my Don't Be series, which is more documentary, and also my Art Speaks videos, which are more storytime / topic based, so to speak. Speaking of which, what about Don't Be? First of all, since people keep asking the following, when's the next Don't Be? When are you gonna do another Don't Be? Where's another Don't Be video? I kinda stopped making them for a while to focus on projects I felt happier making, but since people are going to ask, I will continue the Don't Be series. It's not commentary, it's more of a mini documentary of sorts, involving infamous people on the internet such as Christian and Onision, for example. Also, don't expect a Don't Be on Onion Baby Troll. I have my reasons. Speaking of which, I do have a list of people I won't do a Don't Be on and the reason why, but I'm still open to suggestions and may look into it further, if possible, and if it catches my interest well enough. Will you be doing more art challenges and Art Speaks videos? Hell yeah! I mean, while not the most popular videos on my channel, they're still fun as hell to make. The art challenge videos garnered inspiration from Courtney SNT and Lavender Town, and I had a lot of fun making them. While hard and energy draining, I loved doing them. Art Speaks was mostly like a storytime / rambling thing, taking inspiration from people like Twisted Disaster and many more art tubers. So the answer is yes. Will you be doing more Let's Plays? Of course! Ever since watching gamers like PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and so many more to list off, I've loved watching Let's Plays and want to become a Let's Player myself. Also because I'm a gamer and I love doing gameplay videos. And I find them very entertaining. I will still do gameplays and Let's Plays in the future. Granted, most of them will be centered around fandoms I'm a part of, such as Pokemon, FNAF, and just recently Animal Crossing. And maybe a few more down the line. But if you guys have any suggestions as to what games you'd like to see me to play in the future, I'll be sure to keep them in mind and have a list of games I may or may not do a Let's Play of. Unfortunately, I can't do games like Resident Evil Biohazard because 1, my computer will go brrr if I attempt to download and play the game, and it's pricey and I'm cheap. And 2, I can't handle playing horror games like that. I can watch Let's Plays of it, but I can't play the game without being on the verge of a panic attack and screaming as if I was in actual danger, and have the cops called on me and having to explain I was just playing a game. The last thing anyone needs is to be swatted and have the cops called on them, either by being trolled or because someone mistook it as a person being in trouble when it was just a video game or something else, like a show or a movie they were watching. I do love Village, but again, it's pricey, I'm cheap, and my PC will go burb. Will you do more reviews? I mean, I like reviewing things like shows, games, movies, and even YouTube channels. Plus, I find reviews just as fun and entertaining. I haven't gotten any review ideas in a while, but I'm open to suggestions if anyone has some. And yes, I will be reviewing episodes of Hell of a Boss, in case you were wondering. I just hadn't gotten around to it until now. I'll probably talk about that later. Will you be doing more comics / fandubs, speed paints, covers, etc.? Well, of course! I've actually been posting and making those types of videos as filler to keep everyone entertained and tied over until bigger projects could be completed, which may or may not have been done a justice to this channel. I do miss doing those kinds of videos like I did back in the day. My most recent one at the time of scripting this was a lot of fun to do, and I love voicing Stryker if he was a goofy character. Since his previous voice actor was Norman Reedus, and Norman is a bit of a goof IRL, makes sense, doesn't it? Plus, those kinds of videos were something I started out with, and are still a lot of fun to do. So expect more of those in the future for this channel. Will you do more Pokemon related videos? Honestly, ever since I got inspired by PokeTubers like the J-Wits, Tamashi, Munching Orange, and many more to name off, I miss doing more Pokemon focused videos that didn't involve reviews, top 5, 10, 15, 20 listings, or gameplays. I may remake some of them, like redoing videos with bad audio quality and making a more updated version of it, but if anyone has suggestions, again, I'm open to do it, and I'll hopefully make more Pokemon related videos in the future. And finally, what's next for this channel? Well, in all seriousness, I've actually planned out a new upload schedule. I will make daily uploads in October and December for seasonal and festive reasons, but as for a regular schedule, I've gone back and forth on weekly uploads or going back to a 3 video per week upload like I did before. I will post a poll in my communities tab to get y'all's opinions on the matter, mainly because I can be crap at my upload schedule. Secondly, I will do more videos related to Pokemon, video games, art, and other things you guys can expect to see. But for a while, I'm gonna need to rest and relax for a long time. Maybe until September/October and December, or whenever this gets posted. Then take some time off to work on more projects between January through March, or whenever that happens. But you will be seeing some smaller videos every now and then, like little speed paints, random videos like a sketchbook tour, because I've always wanted to do one of those. And maybe even a song cover or two to hear my lovely voice for those who somewhat enjoy it. So that's basically it. Alrighty, so that was a lot to go through in a way. That being said, you guys have probably seen a recent rant video I did regarding Helva Boss, the update, and all that. And I put some questions in the description. One in particular involved reviews of Helva and Has-Been episodes. My comment at the time was, no comment at the moment, and stay tuned. So to answer that question, at long last, about reviewing Helva and Has-Been episodes is yes. Of course, gonna start off with season 1 before going into season 2, and as soon as Has-Been episodes start to air, which they will by the time this video is already out, and they already have, so yeah, I'm late to the party. Very late. I'll get right on to those episodes. I'm sure everyone's excited for all that. I hope. Though, until things can get sorted out IRL with me, then I'll get right into making reviews of those episodes. Speaking of which, at the time of scripting and possibly recording this, I am in the process of moving into a new apartment, so videos may or may not have been delayed by this time, and by the time this video goes out, I have obviously 100% moved into the new apartment, so once again, I am late to the party. But until then, I shall get a video schedule back on track as soon as I get everything sorted out. For now, I will have random uploads of comic dubs, song covers, speed paints, and other little filler videos to hopefully keep y'all entertained while working on bigger projects like my Don't Be series, gameplays, Pokemon related content, and many more videos to come. And like I said before, by the time this video is made, I'll have fully moved into a new place and got around to finishing up the videos that desperately needed finishing. I know it's probably super effing weird and confusing to see all videos from 2019 to 2021 being posted and uploaded, and I've been meaning to work on them all, but never found the time to do so because I was far too busy with things going on in my personal life, and also got diagnosed with depression, anxiety, autism, and a learning disability. Yay! Fuck my life. I am getting better with all of that, thankfully, and I don't see autism as a bad thing, which it never really was to begin with. Unless you're Christian, then there's trouble. But I'm slowly but surely overcoming my troubles and struggles, little by little, day by day, baby steps. Currently at a part-time job, seeing where it goes from here for now. Juggling everything from my Patreon to my Ko-fi page and everything else. So for all of you who subscribed and stuck around with me for this long, thank you all so much. Your support is very much appreciated and I love you all so much. Speaking of which, kinda unimportant, but talking about my Patreon and Ko-fi pages and more now. If you want to support either of those pages and become a Patreon to both or either one, my Patreon and Ko-fi will be linked in the description. I also just created an archive of our own fanfiction account, and it's kind of like fanfiction.net, only it's easier for me to use. I'll link that in the description if you want to check out the kinda weird, crazy fanfictions I got posted on there. And finally, if you want to commission me, prices and info will be linked in the description below. You can reach me on DeviantArt, Firmfidity, Ink Bunny, and many more places where I post art, fanfictions, and more. Or message me via Gmail. Just be sure to look at the prices and info carefully, and please be sure to read the TOFs. I cannot stress that enough. Speaking of art, be sure to check out the following people I did fan art for this video. Ladyanconda, Piyat, and LittleDragonLioness. Links to their DeviantArt, Instagram, Twitter, and other social medias will be linked in the description below. And now to lie down on my bed and perish. Thank you all for watching, and if the speed drawings are still going, enjoy those if you want to stick around to the end. This is RP signing out, and goodbye.